It's your boys. Goddamn.
Oh, take it off. Stop the recording.
It's your boys, Dark
Crimson
D.
Z. All right, we would like to welcome our new co-host, Dawn, in the building. We got a lot of stuff for y'all today, but we're gonna take a more raunchier turn this day. We're gonna spice it up, just to see how things flow,
Yeah, I get you. So how you guys doing today? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. And so, and then also to comment down below what you guys thought about the video, and if there's any other topics y'all want us to talk about or so, hey, feel free to comment down below.
Yeah. So how do you like the studio and everything?
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It is a little hotter here, but it's
cool.
about to get hotter. So.
In here.
Right. So the first question I got is, what's your fantasy? Like, what's your kinks? What's your love language? Honestly, when somebody asked me what my love language was, I was like, food. Because I didn't know what a love language was. But for me, it's like giving, because I've always been the giver. I think there's a word for it, but I've always been the giver, and I love touch.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, specifically on my inner thigh right here. Like if you touch that part, I'll go like crazy. But
like, I'm just losing my shit.
Right. And this happened too. Like I remember when we were in college, and there was this girl that she literally like, I was telling her, I was like, hey, you gonna touch my spot? And it was like, what was her name? Megan, the chick that dated Scott.
No, I think that was
Rebecca.
No, not Rebecca. No, Haley.
Haley. Yeah, I said, hey, that's my spot, don't touch it. And then she gonna grab her. I was like, yes. So yeah. But what's your love language? What's your love language?
I mean, mine's typically, physical touch, of course, though. But I always do like a sense of admiration or whatever and so forth, though, like an acts of service or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like pretty much that, and then like words of encouragement.
Yeah.
That's pretty much my thing.
Yeah. What's your?
I'm kind of a mixture of both of you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I'm very lovey-dovey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very like touchy-feely, but I'm only like that with the person I like.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise, I'm very like standoffish with people for some. Not standoffish, but it's like I don't like people to be all like touchy-feely with me. You know what I mean? Like. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't really know.
That's completely understandable. Yeah.
I'm very, very lovey-dovey when it comes to when I like somebody.
Yeah.
Just that's my BS.
Right.
And so, but then going on to what you were saying, so like, what exactly is your fantasy? Because you basically did a two-part question in this.
I know. Like the kink, I was like thinking like, that's not really like the how it was answered. I feel like because the kink, I feel like to me, I think of like BDSM or some shit like that.
Like I said, no, he basically added like three parts to this one question.
Okay, see the ADHD, I couldn't keep up with it.
Right.
Yeah, he basically was saying like, because the first thing we was covering for was what was your love language, pretty much and such, and then like now we're getting to the next part of the first question or so. It's like, what's your fantasy?
I say like live BDSM. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. I mean, I guess kinks fantasies go hand in hand.
Yeah, that's what I think to me. I'm like, how would y'all answer that?
Well, I mean, I like to be like spanked, choked, and gagged personally.
You what?
So same thing like her BDSM.
Yeah, like I like that. When I saw 50 Shades of Grey, like I got super excited because I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be some stuff, and it was like stuff I was doing when I was in high school. I was like, this, and it's funny because you would think I would like dress up. I don't. I like to get straight to it because I was on this date with this one girl, and she was like, I like role play. I like cops and robbers, cheerleaders and jocks.
Oh, okay.
Cowboys and Indian. And I was like, oddly enough, I have all those outfits in my closet right now.
That's amazing.
Don't ask why.
Which one?
All of them. All of them.
No, like which one do you want to do first? So the girl, like,
Right.
which one do you want?
Right. But no, I mean, it's like I've always been the person that was like to the point. You know, that's why I said like ass slapping and choking, because that can like take place during.
Okay.
You know, I'm not one to like get like a box of like sex toys and like get all up in there or like something like that. You know.
What does it even mean? Get up all up in there.
That answer could vary.
Yeah, that's very true.
But I would say for me, it's such one. Yeah, the cosplay thing is definitely one thing, or so that I definitely see the appeal of to. I like. Another one, I haven't done it myself, but I always did want to experience it. So doing the do in a public area kind of deal.
You've never done it in public before?
Well, I did. I
was about to say.
No, I did, because literally my first time was in the piano room.
Yeah.
That was technically an outside thing, so literally my first experience was that.
I put them out.
Huh?
So.
No, I gotta clear it up because it makes it seem like we were not. That ain't what I'm saying. Because you said my first time was in the piano room, and I'm like, mine too. They're gonna be like, hold on, what? No, like, okay, so when we went to Mountain View, there was like a piano practice room that I told people about, and I said it's cool. You can go in there, do what you do. So a lot of us experienced our first times in there because it was like soundproofed, and you can lock the door. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it was only like that one very back room or so that you could lock it or so. But the ones that like in the the ones that are before that room or whatever, you couldn't, because those you could easily like walk in.
And if you get caught, that's even better.
I mean, but that's good, and that's the thing too, because like not many people like have like classes or do instruments over there, so it's like it'll always be like a particular point in time. I always thought the best time was to do when everybody's gone home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like were y'all like did y'all frequent that room like other doing?
Well, I only did it like
the traffic flow of like people.
Yeah, I only did it like twice
major,
in there.
Yeah, it's not like a major place, so they have a lot of traffic going through there. So no. So it'd be times where we'll just hang out there because it's just it's a fun empty place or whatever, just to chill, just to get away from everybody from half the time. And then there are moments where people will use that room and so forth, and that's partly why they closed it off for so half the time.
They done started locking.
They had locking in and such.
Yeah, they lock it down.
Yeah, because they had it. Yeah, because beforehand you could just walk in there.
And where was this at?
It's at Mountain View College.
Now it's called Dallas though, but it's the Mountain View district area, I say.
Yeah, because like I was going to theater, and like when you walk out of the theater hall, it's like right there, all the performing arts stuff is like kind of up close with each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was funny. Funny.
So I think those would be my two.
Yeah. Now, if you could have it anywhere, like in a public place, where would you do it?
I mean,
because I done did it in a movie theater, in a car. I done did it at
car would be public.
Yeah, I done did it at Dillard's in the dressing room.
Oh my God, I did it in the bathroom at Dillard's.
You gotta be a little bit classy. Go to the dressing room.
No,
I tried to do it.
You can't lock the dressing room.
I tried to, like I said, ain't nobody. What they gonna do?
Was the guy, the security guy? So.
And like say for instance, and like say for instance, we tried to do it in the we tried to do it at the dressing room in Victoria's Secret, but they were like, oh, you can't go back here because we have like husbands here and their wives are back there. I was like, I should have acted gay. I should have pretended to be gay to go.
No, but if I had to think of like two places, I think that would be like a real exciting type moment or so that we do. Would one obviously be the library.
Yeah.
Second one, I feel like
OnlyFans right on this table.
Like another one. Actually, another one. I think you could think of would probably be like maybe at an amusement park somewhere.
Amusement park, yeah. That would be cool.
I wonder if it'd be really hot though if you did that.
In the photo.
Well, it depends on where you go in, pretty much.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Because I might be thinking of like Hurricane Harbor or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's a double entendre, right?
Exactly.
I've never
Yeah.
thought about public places other than the ones
What
Because
would
it's
you
just kind of
like?
like, well, I've never really thought about that before. It's just kind of like spur of the moment. I feel like kind of like when it comes
Yeah.
when it
I mean,
came to me anyway.
it is it is such though. It is
I
kind of a
never
bit of a
gave
spur of a moment or so
that
though.
thought.
But you know,
Yeah. Now, if you had one sexual fantasy, like if you could, like, create like an environment, like what would it be?
I don't know, like a public environment,
No, like
like
just
the red a red room.
Yeah, no, like just
a red
like
room.
your fantasy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Grey, a red room. Yeah.
Red room.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I would want to do it like on the set of That's So Raven, because that's one of my favorite TV shows.
I love how random that is.
it is random.
So I would like want to come in, act it out, and be like, I had a vision. We gonna fuck, and like something like that.
Fuck.
Like, you know, like on a movie set, cause like it just hits different, you know.
I mean, I found if I'm humming. First of all, what the hell?
Because like think about this: if you're watching your favorite movie, like say for instance,
That's a TV show that you just mentioned though.
yeah, or like a TV show, like say for instance, you watching Matt Murdock on Daredevil. You were like, oh, I get to do it in the same bed, or I get to do it in the same office that Matt Murdock was. Like that would be cool.
Okay, but
the Chevy and Paula on Supernatural then.
Yeah.
okay.
I met Jensen Ackles too, just by the way.
Like if I was to sit here and actually pick a TV show or movie or something like that set that I would do it, I would do it for Lucifer and his past.
Lucifer, yeah.
Wait, like
he
the
got
show
a nice
Lucifer
one.
with
Yeah, the show Lucifer.
I was gonna say with Lucifer Morningstar, like obviously.
Yeah, Lucifer Monster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like with the cop and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I love that.
like his little set that he got and such.
Yeah,
I would do it there because his literally his place of business and his home at the same time. So
yeah,
it's
I
like,
never thought about that. Yeah.
yeah, so like, you know what I'm saying, 'cause like you literally go in there and you seeing the whole bachelor player stuff, his piano, all this other stuff. Literally, his bedroom is literally across the room and all this other stuff.
Isn't
Whatnot.
there like
So
a balcony too? Or something?
yeah, balcony too. So it's like literally that kills like that looks like a 3-in-1 deal or something right
This is the
there.
club, right?
Yeah, like it's like a club, apartment area, a movie set, or TV show set, so all in one.
Wait, that's so true. I never thought about that. Yeah.
Right.
It's been a while since I've seen that show though. But that's
Right.
True.
Okay, here's a question that ties into this. Only like I want to say only like 2 people here can answer this. But what does not turn a girl on?
Oh.
I feel like that's more of a her question.
Yeah, I was trying to be funny. But yeah, what does guys do that like we think turns y'all on, but don't turn y'all on? I heard like when people say, "Hey, let me put a baby in you," that's like a huge turn on.
So going off of more phrases wise,
Or just anything.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm dying. It just made me think of something my ex-boyfriend said to me. My ex-boyfriend, like this was like 10 years ago. He was trying to be sexy one night. He goes, "Will you suck me?"
Will you?
What?
What kind of?
Well, I know. I laughed in his face immediately. I was like, "Don't ever say that ever again to me." I was
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
that was not.
That's.
I had that same reaction. See?
Now she see my face. I'm just
Yeah.
You
like,
should
what?
see his face after he said it because he was just trying to be like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" I straight was like,
No,
laughed so hard. I was like, "No, never ever again." Like,
That sounds like something that a ladyboy would say in Thailand or something. Like.
I hated every second of that one.
Wow.
And I think he was so taken back by me laughing. Like I could not help it. I just immediately started laughing. was like,
Yeah, because it's like,
hilarious.
because if a man sitting here trying to be sexy with you and such, and then you just bold-faced laughed, and he's like,
he was
well,
like,
damn.
yeah, I know. I kind of felt, I kind of screamed.
Yeah.
It was just a really, really, really funny experience. I mean, for me, he probably was traumatized, but I mean, like, by that point in our relationship, he kind of deserved it because he was not very good to me.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter that I laughed in his face, honestly. I don't really care. Plus, he's got like 2 kids now, so I hope he's happy. You know what I mean? Like, I hope he's grown up and he's happy and can say that to his wife.
Now, for me, I feel like it's a real turn off, like when somebody you attracted to, like have somebody you attracted to ever came up to you and like just ruined it. Because there was this video of this guy, he was like, came up to this girl and he was like striking in, like he was getting good.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "What's your name?" And he was like, "I'm him." And you could see like the whole, like, you could see her turn on, go away
On
when he
him?
said that. Yeah.
What is that?
Basically, it
Basically
means
saying
I'm
that.
the man, I'm
Yeah.
him.
Oh.
Basically,
Yeah, I would just be, I'm dumb, so I would just be like, what are you talking about, sir?
Yeah, she was like, what's your name? He was like, I'm him. She goes, yeah, I'm gonna hit you up later. I'm gonna talk to you never.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's saying is like
Like the
what
arrogance.
like what stuff that is a man done or said or so that just like turns you off immediately.
I mean, probably just, yeah, like attitude or the way they come up to you, like, or if maybe they're too drunk, whatever, at a bar and they come up to you, they're just like really overly. Like, over the top, or they try to grab you or something. You don't even know them, and I'm just like, get the fuck off of me, like.
Yeah.
I'll literally grab their hand, I'll throw it right back at them, like, I don't fucking know you, don't touch me, like.
Yeah.
Okay, so
stuff like that.
hey, you guys, any ladies that watch this or so, hey, comment down exactly what has been something that a guy has done that just automatically just turns you off.
Yeah.
Immediately, because some people got like different answers.
No,
some,
yeah.
Some be based off of like what you say, some based off of your attitude and all sorts of stuff. Because again, you gotta think for men, sometimes you can always just have that charisma and such one to where you can just do that or so. But then sometimes
confidence is key.
Yeah, confidence. So, but then sometimes you can be something else you said or maybe just something that you've done. And again, this can depend on the person too, because sometimes I feel like sometimes some disqualifications is mostly like a that wasn't my fault. I wasn't doing it on purpose, but you disqualified me because of it. Like I remember one time I saw a video where she was on a date with a guy and like Susie got in the car, his ass crack was showing, and she was already disqualified him just after that immediately. I'm looking like,
oh, they got the ick. Oh,
yeah, he did like it wasn't like he did it on purpose or whatever, though, but it just happened.
But you don't understand. Like there's certain things that you like. You can like somebody, and there's just certain things that you just can't unsee. You know, like if you're dating somebody with the same name as your dog. Like it's like I like the person, but you got the same name as my dog, so. Or you cute, but you remind me of my ex that did me dirty. So you know, it's definitely the little things.
With a buck rat.
Yeah, but I know for me personally, I have this thing like I was telling Z where I like test girls that I go out with.
Okay.
So say for instance on the third date, I let them take me out of and I let them pick it and everything. I don't help them out with it, and I let it be a surprise. That just shows that hey, the love will be, reciprocated and everything. Because I've had like most girls be like, okay, it's fun, we'll go on a fun adventures, but the girls that will be like,
but they don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'll be like, well, thanks for playing,
Yeah, playing.
Or like say for instance, if you like have a girl that you really, really like and you ask her like certain questions to like see where her head is, to see if it aligns with yours.
Okay.
Like say for instance, like how do you feel about like feminists, or like you can pick like a feminist, like how do you feel about her? And if it's like the toxicity, like I'm a woman, I don't need no man, I can do whatever men can, then it's like okay, I'll call you. I'm gonna definitely call you, and but just be out. No, hell no. Yeah. Now here's a question: if you could be the opposite sex for a day, what would you do?
Okay, let me go first, guys.
Wait, hold on a minute. I'm trying to figure out. Are we all on the second part of our topic, or we just went to a whole new question?
It's the whole new question.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to remember. I was trying to remember because I was like, I gotta like edit this crap, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, the question, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I was a male for a day, I would helicopter my shit so fast.
See,
that's what I do immediately.
And see, that's the thing. And see, that's the thing too. I feel like
I want to.
I feel like that's the thing that I feel like 90%, if anybody
females
that if both men and women would to sit here and actually reverse their gender and also the first thing they're gonna do is gonna be something involving their junk.
Yeah.
No, for
automatically, like either you're going to just automatically masturbate to see what's the difference between a male orgasm and a woman's orgasm. Or doing stuff like that, or so like let me helicopter, like just to see the experiences of it. And then another one, I know one person's. I remember saw on the video, so one person sitting here said that, if I ever transform to a gangster, the first thing I want to do is such as go fuck a girl, blah blah. Just see how it is. I'm looking like I guess that would benefit if you in a relationship with somebody and both y'all genders have switched and such. And I'm like, hey, y'all can.
Oh.
Y'all can, hey, it's like, hey, you got your boyfriend, so if y'all flip genders and such, y'all just fuck each other and such, just see how it is in reverse.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's very true.
Yeah, because I know me, I would definitely go on dates. Like I live in an area where there's like a lot of restaurants. So from 1 to 2, from 1 to 1:45, I would go to like a Cracker Barrel or something. Then from 2 to 2:45, I would have somebody take me here. At like say for instance the Cheddar's, and I would get a doggy bag. And if they would ask, girl, why you ain't eating? I'm trying to work on my figure. I'll take a salad though.
Oh, yeah,
All the way, I done already ate. And I'm just packing up food and shit, that whole day. Then I would go to the club. Oh my God, I would go to the club. I would get drunk as hell.
And you probably wouldn't even have to pay a thing, because you know how easy it is to get a guy to buy your drinks? I don't ever let a guy buy my drinks, because it makes, they try to linger, and it's like, if I'm not interested, I'm not trying to, like, come off that way. And I know that lots of girls will do that, though. And so I feel like being a guy, a lot of times, it's like, I feel like, if you think about it, well, if I think about it, I feel like, if you were a female for a day and going out to a club, I feel like you'd want to take advantage of that. Like,
yeah.
See what it's like.
And like, I know what y'all thinking. Y'all thinking, oh, that's not safe. Getting multiple guys to buy you drinks. What if somebody like try to abduct you? I just tell them, hey, I got AIDS. And then that'll solve that. But the plot twist would be like, what if the dude says, oh, me too? Then you fuck.
That's your ass right there, then.
Then I'm gonna be like, Zaquetta, help me.
Now, my thing here that I find very curious, and I wonder if they ever actually made a app for it or so, where you like digitally take a picture of yourself and then it's like it transforms to see what you actually would look like as a woman or something.
Oh yeah, they do. You never done that? Mm-mm. You remember when they were doing that on Facebook?
Oh my God! Wait, like with like the Snapchat filter?
Yeah. And you can turn yourself into a woman. Yeah, I look ugly as hell, man.
That's the part I was wondering. I said, what would you look like if so as a woman?
I was always like, hold on.
I'm not even gonna lie. Because Facebook, and then they did it with, I hope I can get it. They did it with the families too. So like, I was like, this is my cousin, Great Jedediah.
Because I'm looking like, shoot, if you got the function or so on there, it says, I definitely want to try it. I want to see what I look like.
Yeah, because it was hilarious. Here it is. Ooh, please come up. Boom, okay. See, there's Jedediah Doku, there's Mary Ann, Mary Sue, Kelsey.
Look at it.
Look, I said that's Jedediah, Mary Ann, Mary Sue.
I couldn't look at his face.
We gotta post that on
insert this photo here.
yeah. I gotta see you this so we can post it on the thing.
Cause I'm sitting here just looking at it like, bro.
It's all
the only one that looks decent is the wife, and so the rest of the kids look ugly as hell.
Yeah.
Mac got your face. It's like,
yeah, we kind of.
Dude, at least he know that he is.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Can you imagine?
Is the wife supposed to be the girl version of you?
Yeah, they all are my face. It's just they different.
I mean, like I said, the wife looks decent enough, but
Doku, you really look decent enough.
Well, I mean, she got makeup too. That's the thing.
I get that, but I'm just saying, like, she looks decent enough, but them kids, like...
Yeah, I look like my mama, so...
Amazing.
Yeah, but
I don't think I ever did that.
Yeah, like...
But that's what I'm saying, like, do you still have, like, the link for that?
Yeah, I'll show you the link.
Oh, yeah. So I want to try that out. I want to see how I would look.
Yeah, because it was one of those things that was, like, trending on Facebook at one time.
So. I don't think I ever did that one.
I thought it was, like, one day it was, like, a personal one.
Yeah, well, that's on Snapchat.
Yeah, like this. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah. But what would you do if you were the opposite sex? You said you would get money.
I was we was talking about that in the car. So I just told her, I said I give money. So not like on some hard gold digger type stuff or whatever though. But I would be like, if I were to like go,
huh? I mean, you do you though.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just saying, no, but it's like, you know how like most will sit here and just be acting like, oh, let's get a Chanel bag. I was like, no, I'm not like that. If I was to do that type of strap, I'll be looking like, I'll do a few days so where I'll be like, get some will be just for food. Some I'll look at it like, I need my phone bill, blah blah blah, thing to work. You know, something simple, like some simple stuff. Like women nowadays be acting like you want to pay your rent and all this other junk or whatever. I'm like, nah. I want a little bit of like a phone bill, or maybe like, oh, I ain't got my internet not working, blah blah blah. So I need a bill for that kind of deal.
Yeah,
like some of the stuff small and manageable, to where it's like I just need some help, but I'm not a hoe.
Yeah.
But not a hoe.
Yeah.
Like I'm not go there like that kind of deal.
But I don't know.
Throw money at me for rent.
Yeah, nah. If you ask me for like rent money type stuff, you know you gotta give that up.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like if I was a girl, I'm sure I'd be ran through. Like by now, like I would have. Yeah. Cause
I'm dead.
Alright.
Don't be just like overly admitting this. I would be ran through.
I'm saying.
That's you, bro.
Right.
Yeah, live your life.
I'm ran through now, goddamn.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Shoot, my body count is a decent. I want to say a decent 10. You know, I'm keeping it that level.
That's not ran through though.
Well, technically, if you have multiple girls, and see, that's the double standard. People think, people think only women can like be used up and stuff like that. Men, we can too. It's just that.
I get what you're saying though, in terms of it being a double standard, but at the same time, for men, it's a plus for us.
Yeah, because
that's the double standard.
It's a negative for women though. But I mean,
I get both sides, because one can be like stretched out, and the other one, the only thing, well, you can clean both. So I mean, it's like
the thing about it though is that if you take away the whole situation with diseases and all this other stuff or whatnot, you know, at the end of the day, it's a mental thing. That's why I said it's a negative. It's a negative for women or so to be ran through than it is for men, because for us it is based on us having those experiences. Such as the reason why we know how to deal with women, be able to get to the position to have sex and all this other stuff. Yeah. It's not easy, so that's the reason why if it's easy, there's more responsibility for it. Though it's like there's a double standard, but it's a double standard that makes the most sense.
Yeah, but what is like the whole body count like? Like when do you get the whole certification?
See, I don't
after
know,
how many bodies?
Because for me, I don't really think about body counts. I just kind of like, and I don't ever like try to like find out people's body counts just because I'm like, for me, I'm just like, that's their business. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
okay. So
my ex-boyfriend had asked me once, and I'm just like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like that question because I'm like, that just rubs me the wrong way. Like, I'm just
it rubs the wrong way.
It's also like, why would you want to know that? Like,
I mean, it rubs women the wrong way because it actually shows that you actually been ran through such a way you don't want to say the number. Because to me, it's like if you know you only had like you slept on with 3 people, then there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with you saying it. If you know, if it's like over the 2 double digits and all that sort of stuff and beyond, you know it's gonna look bad on your end. That's the reason why most women don't like to say that. Or like to admit
I can see that, but I also just kind of, how I look at it is I just am not the biggest like kiss and tell kind of person. So it's like I just kind of keep that stuff to myself. So it's like I don't really like when people like try to like get into your past and try to like learn about your past, maybe possibly even use it against you. It's like like I mean.
But see, I get what you're saying on that one.
And I get what you're saying.
But the reason why though is the reason why men kind of answer that question because it's the same thing like women be asking about men about what their credit score is, all sort of stuff. But I'm saying you're one of the ones that does it though. But I'm saying for the women that do ask.
Oh, so what you're saying is for a guy to ask a girl what her body count is, that's just like the female. That's just like the female version of a woman asking a man what her credit score is.
Yes.
Okay,
if you ask about my money, I'm asking about your body count.
I get that.
That's pretty much how it is.
Because
if you're worrying about because the thing like this is like if you're worrying about my future and what I provide and such one too, I want to make sure that you're a woman that's actually going to abide to what I'm doing or so forth though. And then too, if you sit here ran through, your mind's already kind of messed up in the head or so to where you're not even gonna focus on the relationship itself. You're gonna be focusing on what these other niggas that's gonna be doing and all that stuff. That's why I'm saying that it may be a double standard to it though, but it's a double standard that makes sense when it comes down to men and all stuff. Because again, there's some women that want a man to be more experienced. How he's going to be experienced, going to having sex with multiple women.
Yeah. And see, that's one of the downsides of having sex before marriage, because you have like comparison. Well, yeah, but you have not for him, but no,
really,
no, but like that's the downside because you have like comparison. So you're with this guy, and you're automatically gonna like him because that's the only thing you have to compare. You don't know nothing else. But if you've been with like
Like your
five
first
other
person?
girls. Yeah, your first person.
Well,
But if
that's
you
really special too. With the
yeah,
first person.
but if you've been with like five other girls or five other guys, you're gonna be like, well, you don't do this like he did this, or you don't do
I
X,
think-
Y, Z where he do X, Y, Z.
See, in my opinion, I feel like it depends on the person who,
Yeah.
if they were to compare, like,
Yeah.
their maybe.
And I was just about to say that too,
Okay.
because comparison can be good. Because like if it wasn't for my last relationship, I
Yeah.
wouldn't know how to pick anybody. Because my last relationship was like a trial and error. There's a lot of stuff that she let fly and that I did that I wouldn't do or that I wouldn't let anybody else do in my next relationship.
Well,
So
yeah,
it
it's
can work
more
vice
like you
versa.
learn from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a difference between you learning from it and then you sitting here
Comparing it.
comparing the person to another person
Yeah.
that you had in your past, kind of, because that's what I'm saying. Because what you were saying was basically comparing and learning
Yeah.
so that you can do better. But sometimes women will sit here and compare you to somebody they had in their past or whatever and such that obviously did not work out.
Yeah.
But they say expecting the same type of treatment and all sorts of stuff. That's why I'm saying that. And that's when the comparing stuff is not really it's comparing, but it's not really in the sense of you learning from it. Because to me, it's like
And
if
taking
you was with Tyrone and Tyrone was sitting here, he was spending all his money on you, dicking you down, all this other stuff. Whatnot. Then that didn't work out because of what he was. Then you go to another guy that's the opposite of that. You looking like, well, Tyrone did this and that's true. Well, go with that nigga. Why you worrying about what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Well,
That's
and that's
pretty much how I'm seeing it.
Yeah, like and that's just like a four-way of going about it too, like the comparing, like who you're with, maybe like then compared to who you were before.
Yeah, because they can be
Like
tough.
legit, like actually just like kind of like rubbing it in their face, or like kind of take something that maybe the last person that you're with like was doing that you like, and this person isn't, kind of doing like throwing that in their face and kind of just I don't know, just like it can be very negative on the relationship.
Yeah.
Opposed to like the taking from your last relationship and learning from it and
Yeah.
going from there.
So let me ask you this: how do you feel on friends with benefits?
So, my take on that one is that it can be either good or bad depending on the person. So, because one, when it comes down to friends benefits, that you automatically guys got to know exactly where you guys stand with everything.
Yeah, you gotta be clear on that.
Yeah, you gotta be very clear on that and such. If you looking at it like, hey, I just want just be friends with benefits, we cool, we hang out with all sorts of stuff, and now we fuck, and then that's
Yeah,
it.
set
It doesn't.
boundaries.
Yeah, set boundaries and such, and it doesn't go no further than this.
You know,
then-
neither one's gonna catch feelings.
Yeah, so then it's like even if to say one person does catch feelings, you already know where the situation is at and all sorts of stuff or not. So it's like you can't really be surprised. So say if you
get caught up.
Yeah, if you get caught up, so sit here and say that you do bring it up to the person that you want to be more and all sorts of stuff. They tell you, I'm like, hey, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, we talked about this already.
We're on the same page.
Yeah, we're on the same page or whatever and such. And right now, you're trying to change that page right now, and I'm not with that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I feel like at that point, you know, it will get complicated. In a sense, I'm not saying it's bad, because sometimes you can start off with just friends with benefits, such and it actually could become more.
Sure.
But that just depends on the person that you're with, and so too, and it depends on where they're at. Because again, you can say, for example, like say you do the friends with benefits thing right now, but then the other person might actually catch feelings with somebody else or whatever and such, and they actually have a relationship or whatever. At least you know that, hey, you say, hey, we good buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just keep it pushing, whatever. We still hanging out, something. We just keep it rolling. Like sometimes you can have it like that. Or then sometimes you can have it to where like you find somebody else or whatever, and then they feel some type of way about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you kind of look at it like, well, you didn't bring it up to my attention about it, so I thought we was on the same page with that situation, you know. So sometimes it just depends.
Well, for me, like having friends with benefits is no different than asking for gas money, or it's no different than say for instance if you need somebody.
Not too long.
No. Like say for instance if you need like some sugar or something. The way I look at friends with benefits, it's like, look, we both grown and we both horny. So how about I scratch your back, you scratch mine? Like there's.
But I know there has to be clear communication about that.
Yeah. Definitely set the boundaries.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's like I've been horny before, so I know how you feel.
No, you haven't.
you know, like, and the rose The dildos, the pocket pussies, they're nothing compared to the real thing.
Sorry, pocket pussies make me think of Blue Mountain State.
You know, but oh my God, that pocket pussy. But yeah, so I'm like, how about
Oksana.
there's no need for us to suffer? Exactly. The golden waterfall. They do feel like that. I've been telling him he needs to get a pocket
For
pussy.
real?
Yes. Oh
Yeah,
my.
see if I was
Like they
my
don't
birthday, I
feel.
could find out.
That's.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I mean, like they don't feel like exactly the same, but I would say it's like Diet Coke and regular Coke.
I hate
Diet
Diet
Coke
Coke.
is still okay. Well, okay, so THC and THCA, it's only a step down. So you
That's
get
a good
it,
comparison.
yeah, so
Yeah,
it
you got
still
me there.
feels good. It still feels good, especially the ones. Oh my God, they got one that sucks itself. Like,
What?
Yeah, you just put it on and it goes strong.
That's crazy.
It got
Oh, I
batteries,
know,
like,
I know,
yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Is that Oksana? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
ever seen Blue Mountain State?
I don't think
Blue Mountain,
so
the
funny.
football comedy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
With
yeah.
the guy from the
Fat?
River. Yeah, Thad Castle.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the times. Those are the times. Yeah. But how do you feel about friends with benefits? Because I know some people like just if they're not attracted to you, they can't. So I feel like in some form or way you have to be somewhat attracted to
Oh
the
no, I
person.
have to be a attractive person.
Yeah, but it's like, how do you feel about the friends with benefits thing?
I mean, I'm not usually for it just because I catch feelings, but I mean, like, I have had friends with benefits in the past, and it's like, but as long as you're clear on where you stand with that person, I feel like that makes things a lot, like, better, or easier, or, like, less problematic, maybe. But I don't know, personally, I'm just not for it, because I just, like, I don't like to put out like that unless it's with, like, somebody that I like.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm just like, yeah, like I don't want like, I'm like I don't want to build up a number or
Right.
anything, but also
Yeah.
I just don't want to like, I get feelings easily, so I just like, I don't like for me it's always kind of hard for me to if I've ever had like a friend with benefits or like somebody that I like that I'm like seeing that I have like the wrong impression of them, thinking that they are, you know, like their intentions are one thing but they're actually another thing. I don't find that out until it's like it's a slap in my face kind of thing, and it's like, why were you tricking me the whole time kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you
Like,
could have just been honest. We
Yeah,
wrong,
like-
you know.
And so, and in some ways, it such a depends too on like how you take it or something like that. Because I can say from a guy's perspective, the further benefits thing is kind of more like you could be treated as kind of like a backup plan for somebody.
oh, for sure.
So it's kind of like
For sure.
or kind of like you kind of look at it like. Let's say, oh, I was trying to talk to somebody or so, and things did not work out. I'm looking like, well, damn, I'm horny. Let me call Angelica real quick. Hey, yo, Angelica.
Yeah, the booty
wanna come
call.
through, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, so it's like it's kind of like one of those moments where you know. And so again, you might be a person that don't mind that and such, because that does work and vice versa.
Yeah.
And that's up too. And it's like I think for a guy, we don't mind because you know we know the deal is.
Hey,
And
that
we
Sexy Red Sukiana made that song about me. Give me one margarita, I'ma open my legs. Give me two margarita, I'ma
What
give
song
you
is
some head. You never heard that?
I mean, maybe if I heard it.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
goes,
know.
give me one margarita, I'ma open my leg. Give me two margarita, I'ma give it some head. Give me three margaritas, I'ma put it in my tushy. Four margaritas, you know, so it's like, yeah, but.
Sing it, don't do it.
Oh yeah, you did a sound bite when you said, hey, Angelica. I was like, Eliza and Peggy, the Skylar sisters.
Peggy get pegged?
No, because you said
I'm
Angelica.
sorry.
No, I know what I said.
I'm not that sorry.
I know what I said. I'm thinking about what she just said.
Yeah, what's the name Peggy? Is that actually in the song?
Yeah, no.
Okay, just say
it's-
that's. I would have so many jokes for that.
My musical theater brain, because he said, hey, Angelica. And in the Hamilton song, Work, it goes, Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy, the Skylar sisters, looking for a mind at work. You know, so I was like, you fucking Hamilton, man? Like,
Oh.
That wasn't the idea I was going with, but okay.
you never seen Hamilton?
I want to though.
You gotta
I love
see
going to
it.
see
You
the
gotta
film
see
musical.
Hamilton.
There's multiple versions of it though. You can
Yeah.
do either the old classic one or so, or you can do like the more up to now version.
Probably more up to now because classic version they probably talk in the old English or whatever. Was that?
Well, there's only
I
one
don't know.
version where they rapping with Lin-Manuel.
Did they rap in the version? Okay, I
No,
don't
remember they did like I want to say a remake, but like they did a more.
Well, that wasn't Hamilton. That was something else. That had a whole other name to it.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear I thought it was another version I saw of it.
Yeah, no, I did too. But
Yeah,
I was like,
I thought it was like one that was like around like 19 something.
yeah, comment below what the
they,
name of that movie is, because I know which one you're talking about. Because I stumbled upon it while I was searching for it.
Yeah, I swear I thought they made one that was like around, like, at least around the 2000s or so.
Yeah. And so we only got 2 more questions. This question is very important to me because I'm curious. When it comes to a relationship, is anal a necessity?
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Because I'm not into that.
Well,
so I don't make that a necessity.
Well, have you ever tried it?
I don't want it. I have tried it once. I didn't want to try it, but it kind of was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, hold on a minute. Now I got to chime in on that one.
Yeah,
so my thing,
You've been holding this for.
I was holding it for a good minute. Now my thing here is this, because every time
sorry.
Because every time women that had their first experience and absolutely didn't love it, I said that's because number one, the guy tried too damn hard.
Yeah.
He tried too damn hard, because there's ways that you could do it to where you can enjoy it or so without it hurting you. Now again, it's because I would say like this: if you had it the proper way the first time or so, then it might be a little bit different. Because it's like the first time's never gonna be the greatest one or such. But and I had a conversation about this with my little cousin also about it too, because she was because we was talking about, I forgot how the conversation got brought up though. But I told she said man, I don't like it, bro, it hurts. And I'm looking like, okay, but let me ask you this here: didn't you have your first time or so in your vagina? Didn't that shit hurt? And she said, yeah. But then you kept on going and such, and it made you feel better. She said, yeah. That's the same fucking shit. They looking like she was like, you saw her face. She was like,
well,
damn, you got me.
Well, it's technically not the same. I don't want people calling you talking about, I let my nigga fuck me in the ass and that shit hurt like a motherfucker. We did it 3 times and that shit hurt like I don't want to
again, but if you don't have the right appliances to what's going on in such a way and letting it, work yourself out or whatever, so then of course it's gonna hurt.
If the guy doesn't know what he's doing, regardless, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that just proves my point of what I just said.
Yeah, but the way you were saying it, you said it's like the first time you have sex.
Yeah, that's
the first time you have sex, it hurts because nobody's been there before.
That's literally what I just said.
It keeps hurting until it just gradually gets better.
Yeah, but with
I see.
Thank you.
Yeah, but with anal, what I'm saying is, if you don't know what you're doing, it's gonna hurt every time if you get a guy that doesn't know what you're doing.
I get that though, but it's like that's the point of knowing what you needed and all sorts of stuff, and then try again. That's what I'm literally saying. If every single time that you have your first time or so, you never do it again, you're never gonna experience the joys of it. That's what I'm literally saying.
Yeah, and I was subconscious because I was dating this one girl, right? And I was young, dumb, and stupid, and she had just had sex with her best friend the day after we had sex. Yeah, I was young and stupid. And so
we've all been young and stupid.
Yeah,
I'm still stupid.
and so she, I was like, hey, I always want to try, anal. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I don't like it because it hurt. I did it the other time and it hurt. Mm-hmm. But the way I did it, I took my time with it. Like most guys, they treat it like a pussy. They just ram it in, and that's not how you do it. You have to gently open it up and go in there. and so no. And so ever since then, she would ask for it. After we were done, I was like, how did you like it? And she was like, I came. I could literally
his story just proved my damn point once again. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so if you get somebody that knows what they're doing with lube too,
well, that's what I just said. That's why I said applications and so there too for it.
Proper way to do it.
Yeah, and then sometimes too, it's it could be the position that you're doing, because there's some positions that can be very advanced. Yeah. So it's there are. There's some that are very advanced.
I guess it's the same as regular sex.
Yeah.
It is.
In a way.
No, it still is. Yeah. It's you're still doing the same positions and such, and it just there. But it's just I feel like the number one easiest position to do it when you're first trying it, or just even trying to get used to it and stuff, has to be missionary.
Okay.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Huh.
And
I just don't have I just don't have an experience to go off with really.
yeah, I think every girl should try it at least once.
I've tried it once.
Slowly, just to see
Well,
if
no,
you actually
okay,
like
again,
it.
no. I feel like, no. What you should be doing is that you should.
If you want to.
If you want, yeah, if you want to, if you want to, as such, you gotta try it with the right application and so forth, and then like I said, do a missionary and such, and then try it.
Yeah.
Because you saying try it the first time and such, and they always go with answers like what she just did right now. No, I say after the first experience, then look it up, get the right application and so forth for next time.
Yeah.
And then try it again, and then see how it is. If the situation is not the same like it was last time, and you're okay with it or so, then I would say at least for the most part, it don't have to be every day like you do, do regular sex.
Yeah.
But I would say, let's say, on a Saturday or a Friday,
or Wednesday, hump day.
Yeah, that too.
Or you can get you a butt plug, because that trains your asshole to open up. Yeah, that's why women wear butt plugs, and they walk around somehow.
Wait,
I mean, he's not lying. He's not lying.
Yeah,
I'm just looking goddamn.
somehow,
really?
Have you seen the ones with the foxtail attached to them? Yeah, they get creative. Some actually light up and shit.
Yeah.
Slick.
So those are used for preparation, and so for that too. Yeah. That also helps.
I'm like, huh? Wow.
No. So that does actually help the women out, and so for that particular thing too. So like I said, as long as you got lubricant in general, you're good.
Yeah. Now with that being said, is head mandatory?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ain't no place. Yeah, thank you. I was we're gonna have a whole big ass discussion. You said no.
Yeah.
I was like, bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say though that it depends on the person, just because I have met people in the past that have had experiences growing up. Let's say maybe somebody took advantage of them or something like that, where it's kind of taken their, it made them feel like they can't do stuff like that. Like it's kind of ruins that for them. Anyway, I've just known people growing up, females and stuff like that growing up, that I knew that I've had really sad experiences with stuff like getting taken advantage of or whatever, or being forced to do stuff like that, and where it just makes them not want to maybe give or receive for stuff like that, if that makes sense. But I mean, either way, I still think it depends on the person, but I do think, personally, I would say yes.
Yeah, because for those that
I keep kicking you.
so for those that don't have the drama situation coming into it though, in general,
no, for sure,
it's absolutely necessary. Because again, I do understand that the trauma thing does go into it though, but at the same time and such, because I remember somebody I know, they were in the medical field and such, and they were sitting here saying about, you know all the bacteria, I was like, okay, but I can't get fucking hard and such though without the necessary thing or so. It's like, if I'm not able to do that and such one, then I might as well be by myself and such and just do it myself or whatever, because that's literally the whole genuine point of foreplay.
Yeah. I agree. I do agree with that.
It's just, I'm sorry, but that's genuinely how it goes.
That's how I was taught, because I remember looking at the Cat Williams special, and he was like, he ate the pussy so good until when it was time to actually fuck, his homegirl was like, you brought dick too? Because it was so good, he thought it was the main course. And I feel like both sexes need to learn how to do it properly.
Oh, absolutely.
I was just bored on Pornhub one day, and this video.
Oh, that's bored on Pornhub.
No, bored.
I was like, what?
Yeah, my birth video is on there.
That's
Go
great.
to Pornhub, look up, Doku's birth. But no, say for instance, I was looking at this video popped up talking about how to eat pussy. Mm-hmm. And so I looked at it, and I had, literally. And I, and it really helped. Because I know a lot of guys, they really don't know. It's all about the tip of the pyramid. It's all about the tip of the pyramid.
Wow. Yeah. Fascinating.
And that's what a lot of people don't know.
They don't. Or they think that they have the right spot, and it's like, okay, that's my leg.
Right. No, that actually happened to so there's this guy named Rick. There's this guy named Rick. It's happened to you?
Not the leg, but I mean, like, where I'm like, you think you got the right spot? You're way off, buddy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm about to say, yo,
Yeah,
no way.
because there was this like guy. He was dating this like really big girl, and he was just going to town. He's been down there for 5 minutes, and I feel for her because she was probably subconscious and she didn't want to like be embarrassed. But she said, you know, that's not my pussy you're eating. Like he was literally.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, with his mouth? He was actually down there.
Yeah, but he was literally like eating a crevice.
I'm so glad you put that water out.
Yeah, and she was like, you're not doing anything. And I was like, dang, how big do you have to be to just search through and like dig and try to find, like, can you imagine? Like you literally have a crevice on you that looks like a vagina.
My thing here is, okay, so my thing here to that whole scenario there is like, one, why did you let him pretend eat you for that long?
She's subconscious.
But it's like I would be more subconscious of the matter that you over here looking in an area that is not me for 5 freaking minutes. I would be looking like, this is so weird. Like, cause imagine.
How do I react?
Yeah, like how can you react to that? So just like, cause to me it's like imagine if a girl's trying to go down on you and she's not even licking or anything. She over here sucking your stomach or so. You look like
or like I'll be like, hey,
your
can
big
you?
toe.
Yeah.
Or like I say, hey, can you give me a blowjob? And she over here.
I'm blowing on
it.
I'll look down at her like, bye.
Right. Get the fuck out.
I was like, you definitely playing now. But I definitely agree though. It's definitely a necessary thing or whatever though, because this is like, come on, that's if you see any porn video, that's the first thing that they freaking do is give off head first.
Yeah.
It could be from a man or a woman, either way. That's always a first. Too.
Exactly.
Like all that other stuff is just it's just typical foreplay, but still, it's like not that necessary.
Exactly.
Well, I feel like for a woman too, that's like one of the easier ways for them to finish is for a guy to go down on them or whatever. Because I feel like otherwise it can be really hard for a female too.
Well,
it depends. It does depend,
no, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I just feel like that's just like the more.
Yeah.
Like, how do I explain this? The easier like way for like a guy to help like make a girl finish. No.
Yeah. Like I said, I feel like
if you know what you're doing though.
Yeah, but I feel like it just depends on the person.
Yeah,
and
for
how
sure.
things go. So because I'm speaking from my own experience and so I had it to where I made a girl climax or so, and I ain't even sucked the dick in yet. It's based off of just the hand motion stuff or whatever, and that'd be enough. And also too, depending on what you're doing or so too, you can just do like little kisses or little sucking stuff here and there,
in the right spots.
Yeah, in the right spots, such one could get a girl off or so too, just from that as well.
But see, cause fuck y'all, cause y'all big boys, y'all automatically are good at eating, cause y'all eat in general. People like me, we gotta search and study, and and I'm like, if y'all don't know how to like properly do oral sex, it's not like sex where you just hop on the boat and you actually have to like study for this stuff.
I like how you get mad at us.
Yeah,
I'm looking like we don't eat, goddammit.
Yeah, so it's like automatically. Like I've seen like big boys get sugar moms like this. Like one time we were in the mall and there was this like old lady that came up to us and she was mainly talking to him. And she literally almost shooed me away, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm a part of." Like she had grabbed his hand, like, "Oh, how you doing?" And I was like, "I'm part of the channel too." And she was like, "Yeah, that's fine." I won't.
So anyway,
I laughed. I was gonna hold you. I laughed when she did that. I was like, "Dang."
Wait, that's amazing. That's hilarious.
Yeah, because she already knew what time it is, because he's a big boy. So yeah, she already knew.
It was too freaking funny, man.
I'm just like trying to envision that. Like, she
right.
Yes, anyway.
Right. Like I got some peppermint in my purse if you want to go over there.
I was like, damn. I was looking. I said, dang, that shoe away so hard. And I was just immersed in the conversation. I was looking like, okay.
Yeah, you were like, I'm trying to give me a check, goddamn.
Exactly. That's another question or so to it. So, well, I'm gonna say a question, but more like a topic to discuss on and such. When it comes down to the matters of being a sugar baby and such, I feel like, me personally, in my opinion, I always feel like male sugar babies are like the best ones to be sugar babies than is for girl sugar babies.
But it's harder. Even we got that harder because women, like, once they get older, their libido goes like crazy, so they want sex like 10 times more.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like if you're say for instance, if you're a girl sugar baby, you might have sex like once a month, once a week, and you're lucky if he can't get it up.
Oh.
Then you just sit there, maybe switch it around a little
I
bit.
see what you're saying.
You know, but a woman, like, you gonna be going like for like 3 hours straight. You gonna have to get some blue chews, some water. You know, like you actually earn it. You don't know what a blue chew is? Oh my goodness.
I live under a rock.
Okay,
You
so
good?
okay, so not a sponsor, and I know we gotta go, but I gotta tell them what a blue chew is. So you know what a Viagra is?
Yeah.
It's like if Viagra had a kid. So
Viagra had a kid?
yeah. So what a blue chew is something that adds to sex. So you take Viagra to get hard and stay hard. Blue chew is just like if you like smoke before sex. It has vitamin B12. It has a lot of like caffeine and natural stuff.
Okay.
And it has a natural libido activator that gets you in the mood.
So it's like basically like an incentive in a sense.
Yeah,
okay.
it's like an add-on.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to my big cousin, Big Hodge, bro. He's the I guess the creator or the sponsor man or so of Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's not sponsorship to him though, but hey, shout out Big Hodge, bro.
Yeah, because like I had a friend.
Like bitches get money.
Yeah, because I had a friend that took it, and he said, "Bro, I thought you said this was supposed to like get my dick hard and stuff. Now I'm horny and limp." And I was like, "No, it doesn't get your dick hard. It just makes your senses more tingly."
Oh,
So you feel it that much more.
Yeah,
It's basically legal ecstasy, really.
and like I said, it's not a sponsorship though, but you get your first, like when you go in there, you get your first month for free. Get a whole freaking package for free for a whole month, bro. Check it out.
Spice it up.
You see, like I said, you see it every single time, and every one. And you see it every single time on Big Hodge's videos, bro. So yeah, go check him out on his YouTube channel, bro. He always says it on there and such. He makes like little commercials here and there about it though. But yeah, get your Bluetooth, bro, and satisfy your woman, cause
Yeah, I'm telling you. But this has been a good episode. This has been like one of the best episodes we've done since we came back. Like, I really enjoyed it. I hope the audience got a chance to learn some things. I hope
I learned some things.
Right, shoot, me too. And I learned some things about myself. So,
I learned some things about Goku.
Right. And so anyways, with that being said, it's your boys, Dark
Crimson
D.
Z. We out.